Hello friends, Jeff here. Welcome to episode number 42 of Going Direct. I am flying solo today, but we've got a great interview guest, so we'll talk about that in just a minute. So, man, there's a lot going on in the hobby these days. We're quickly approaching the National, which means all sorts of stuff going on. We have the NBA draft coming up soon. Panini's going to be there doing some activation. Then we have Summer League, NBA Summer League after that. All sorts of fun stuff. And then obviously in July, we have the National Sports, I always want to say Sports Card Convention, but it's not actually that. It's like Sports Collectors Convention, I think is what the National stands for. Something along those lines. It's just the National, you guys know. Panini is going to have usual massive footprint there, what I call Panini Island. I do want to talk about the NBA playoffs. So at this point, again, got to give you this timeline. We film these on Wednesdays. Today's a Wednesday. It won't go out until Friday, so I'll be talking about this late. But the series between the Celtics and the Warriors is currently 1-1. Man, that first game was shocking to say the least. I think the Celtics had 40 points in the fourth quarter or something crazy. Anyways, it's all tied up right now. As you guys know, I've been calling the Warriors this whole time. I still think they're going to take it, but it's going to get real juicy here soon because they're going to Boston. So I'm interested to see how things fare on the road for the Warriors. Okay, let's talk releases. So another really stacked week this week. On Monday, we released the Prism Collegiate Basketball White Sparkle Packs. Everybody loves White Sparkle. As of right now, they're still on the website, so I don't know if they'll be available by the time this goes live, but check it out just in case. So to find White Sparkle Packs, because sometimes people have problems locating them on the site, under the store header on the site, there is literally a White Sparkle category. So just click on that and you'll find the packs. We had the 2021-22 Noir basketball hobby going out this week. We might be opening a couple boxes of that here shortly. And then 2021 Obsidian football. I'm going to be opening this box at the end of the show, so hang tight. 2022 Absolute Baseball is going live this week. Those boxes are also stacked. And then 2022 Donruss UFC NFT packs go live today, Friday. So look out for those. Next week is going to be another big one. We have Prism Collegiate Baseball White Sparkle packs. And Flawless Football is scheduled to release next week. That is going to be massive. First off the line is going off this week. And then finally next week, we're scheduled for Obsidian Soccer, which is, again, Obsidian, crazy cool design. They have some of the best inserts out there. And there's all sorts of cool new parallels this year. So in addition to just the different color schemes on the front of the card, we have the floods, which is essentially the whole card is that color. Really cool. Great design. Our guest for this week is none other than Courtney Heady. Courtney Heady. Please forgive me, Courtney. We'll probably joke about that on the episode. Courtney Heady is our direct sales account executive. So she handles all of the hobby shops and retailers that have direct accounts with us. It's a big deal. If you have a hobby shop, you know the direct account is massive. And we realize that that's a big deal. So Courtney comes on, talks a little bit about that, talks about kind of her background and how she got to Panini, and then some other fun facts about her. So let's hop on over and see the interview with Courtney. What's up, guys? We're in Hofer's Hot Seat. That's what we call the interview. It's called Hofer's Hot Seat. I don't know if that seat's warm yet, but...
Not yet.
Okay. I'm here with Courtney Heady, who is the direct sales account executive at Panini. Did I get that right?
You did.
Nailed it. And got the last name pronounced correctly.
Correct.
We, before this, Courtney and I were commiserating about having last names that are mispronounced commonly. So, it's just a little extra bonding time. So, you handle all the Panini direct accounts. Is that correct?
I do.
So, how does that work out?
So I manage all of the brick and mortar hobby shops around the country.
Okay.
All the Panini direct accounts. So.
Okay. I don't know if you know, but obviously, not obviously, the podcast is called Going Direct. And it was like, before I got here, it was an ongoing joke because Tracy and Scott would so often get hit up about people looking to get direct accounts that they're like, let's call the podcast Going Direct. So that name stuck, and I've seen it myself. Like, the marketing department for some reason fields a lot. So I can only imagine how often you get messaged about that.
Yeah, it's a lot. I won't say how many, but
you don't have to get into it.
It's every day. But it's a good thing. I mean, it's people are opening shops and people want to get into this market and this hobby. So
yeah,
it's a healthy amount though, for sure.
Yeah. Well, if people didn't want to have a direct account with us, it would appear that we were doing something wrong, right?
Right. Absolutely. Absolutely.
So how long have you been at Panini?
It's been 3 years. So I came on in May of 19. So been here for 3 years now.
Does it seem like it's flown by, or does it seem like 30 years?
Yeah, no, it's flown by. I think because I came, right before the pandemic in 2020, so I got to experience, my first national, the first summit in 19, then 2020 came, and it's definitely flown by.
Oh my gosh! So you started right before the pandemic, so you were still fairly new when everybody was working from. Oh man, that's an odd way to start a job.
Yeah.
Did you come here straight out of college?
I did not. I wish I was that young.
Okay.
No, I coached for a couple years when I got done with college, and then I was a buyer for a company that sold smart money safes for like retailers, gas stations, stuff like that.
Okay.
And then I came here.
Very cool. I gathered some random facts about you from some of your teammates who are kind enough to. I sent out an email to a couple of them. DJ and Jimmy, and I was like, hey, any fun facts you want to share about Courtney? And those guys, I don't know how many emails I got. It was all very positive stuff, first off.
I can imagine.
But you have a fairly interesting background, like you played college basketball.
I did.
Talk to us about that.
I did. So I went to Southwest Baptist University outside Springfield, Missouri. I played there for 4 years, got my undergrad, and then I stayed there for 2 more years and got my master's.
Okay.
So
very cool. And what'd you get your master's in?
Athletic administration.
Awesome.
So I used it for 2 years. I coached and was assistant athletic director for both of those schools, but I thought that was my career path, but I decided to get out of it.
You're still kind of coaching direct accounts, is that fair to say?
That's true. That's a true statement. Yeah.
So I also, as I understand it, you met Chuck Norris at some point in time.
I have.
Well, what's the story there?
So Chuck Norris's grandkids went to my high school. It was a private school in Grapevine.
Okay.
So when I was in high school, they were young. They were probably like kindergarten, first grade.
Okay.
So we'd have Grandparents' Day every year. Well, they would come to Grandparents' Day.
No.
So I met
he
him.
would actually attend himself?
Yeah.
Was he in, I just imagine him showing up with like face paint on and without sleeves and maybe, I don't know, brass knuckles on or something? Did he?
No, not that hardcore.
Okay.
He looked the exact same that he did in movies. Like, I don't think he ages. He looks the exact same. Super nice.
You sure
guy.
it wasn't a stunt double? Chuck came in himself?
Yeah. Yeah.
Did he get swarmed? Obviously, he was there to see his grandkids, but did he get swarmed and like?
Not really, because I think people kind of realize, who it is, but at the same time, they've been around for a bit.
Right.
People know the family, but yeah, it was pretty cool.
Were you tempted to throw a roundhouse kick his way?
No, I'm too nice.
Okay, all right.
I'm too nice.
He'd probably take it in jest.
Oh, yeah.
So you played at Southwest Baptist University. Okay, your high school. We got to roll back a little bit. So in high school, you were a four-time All-State basketball player. Is that right?
I was.
Holy smokes! And you guys won the state championship in 2007.
Yes, my senior year.
My gosh.
Finally won one.
So one of my favorite facts about Courtney was that you had a season-high 8 assists against Emporia State University in Emporia, Kansas, where I attended for 1 year. Now, I was long gone by the time you were you're beating up on the, gosh, what was there? The Hornets?
The Hornets,
The Hornets, yes. Yeah. How can I forget that? So you this has a fairly cool story with it too. Not cool if you're an Emporia State fan, but still cool. So they were having a really winning season.
Yeah, so Emporia State, at least the 4 years that I played there, were a powerhouse. I think it was maybe my sophomore year. I don't remember what year it was, but they had like a 62-game winning streak, home game winning streak. And we played one of the best games of our season. And upset them and won and broke that streak. So it was pretty cool. I remember that day.
That's wild. I didn't remember them being that good, but I do remember the women's team being quite a bit better than the men's team when I was there. Yeah. And people saying if you're going to go to a basketball game, make sure you go to see the women play if you want to see somebody win, essentially. Did you ever collect basketball cards? Being a basketball player?
I actually did not basketball cards. Growing up, my brother and my dad collected cards.
Okay.
Mainly baseball and some hockey, but I never really did. I tagged along. I knew about it. I was around sports my whole life, but I was probably collecting Beanie Babies and stuffed animals when I was
So you
younger.
had the collector gene. So, it was just being used in a different area.
Not cards. Not when I was younger.
Well, so what brought you to Panini? How did you go from, I think you were saying you were doing sales and then coaching and then, I mean, going into sports cards is not a stretch from working in sports, but how did that take place?
It kind of happened. I applied for an acquisitions job here.
Okay.
A few years back.
Working with players.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they hired somebody for that, and then so I guess they kept my application on file. And a sales position came open, and they reached out to me and had a couple interviews, and the rest is history.
I mean, you've got a really important role. You're very modest about it, but the direct accounts are like a big deal at Panini, a big deal in the hobby. You give as much information as you would like to give for this, because I know this essentially means more work for you. But if I am a sports card shop and I'm wanting to get a direct account with Panini, what are some steps I can take to kind of grease the wheels?
I would first tell you that you would have to apply. We have our application online.
Okay.
But when you're applying, we just ask that you send pictures of your store, inside and outside, how long you've been in business, kind of the percentages of product that you sell, products, things of that nature. But yeah, I mean, it's pretty tough to accept everybody right now. But yeah. Do we keep count of all the hobby shops across the country? Because I would think that number has exploded over the past 3 years. Yeah, I mean, I have a spreadsheet of all of our applicants since I've been here, since we've been doing this, and then obviously I have, our accounts that we currently have. But yeah, I think people think that we have thousands of direct accounts, but that's just not the case.
Really?
We have a very minimal amount that are direct with us at the moment.
Got it. Okay, we'll leave the direct account conversation for another day. But so you are a Duke? Is Duke Blue Devils just basketball fan or Duke in general fan?
Duke basketball. Yeah.
How did you become a Duke fan?
So my brother played on a basketball team when he was younger called the Blue Devils.
Okay.
I think I was probably 5 or 6 at the time, but his coaches were avid Duke fans.
Okay.
So we were around them a lot, watching games, and I think it was probably the Jason Williams, Shane Battier, Elton Brand years.
Yeah.
So I watched them from a young age, and I loved it. I loved Coach K, and just kind of been a fan ever since.
Do you watch NBA basketball at all?
I do. Not as much as college. I'll watch NBA playoffs.
Okay.
More so than regular season.
Speaking of the playoffs, who do you like in the finals?
I am personally going for Boston.
You are?
I am.
Really?
My gut tells me Golden State will win.
Okay.
But I'm pulling for Boston.
I have a good feeling about Golden State. I don't know. I actually like both of those teams in general, but I don't know. It's gonna be a good series. I think regardless Game 3 is tonight. This won't air until Friday, so you guys will know who won before we did. But yeah, so I'm excited to see more of these games. I don't know. It's going to be interesting when he goes to Boston. So yeah, we'll see. I have some NBA cards. You want to open a box with me?
Absolutely.
Okay, so as we mentioned earlier on the show, 2021-22 Noir basketball releases this week. There are, say, 10 cards. Yeah, 10 cards each box, 7 autographs or mem cards on average. I opened my first box of Noir this week before I did the blog post for Noir, just previewing that. These cards are amazing. Have you ever opened any Noir?
I have.
You have?
Yeah, it's been a while, but yes, I have. It's probably my second favorite.
What's your favorite?
Court Kings.
Me too.
It's one of my favorite. Yeah.
Give it up here, Court Kings.
I love it.
But not to be outdone, Noir is amazing. And I know there's a good fan base behind Noir where it's their favorite product, including Matt, the guy behind the camera right now. All right, so yeah, let's open this. Good luck.
Right. Yeah, you too.
Hope you pull something amazing. What is your favorite card in Noir? Are you a sneaker spotlight person?
Yes, I love shoes. So
really?
The
You're
sneaker spotlight is.
You're a sneakerhead.
I am.
Oh, cool.
I am. That's another one of my hobbies. I collect shoes.
Do you really?
But I also wear them, so.
That's handy.
These boxes are so hard to open.
Yeah, they are. They are difficult, and even the inner box is kind of difficult. But it's good that it's not super easy to get into these.
That's true.
By the way, shout out Mavs, Luka Doncic on the cover. I love that.
He's pretty good at basketball.
He's doing all right for himself. Do you follow the Mavs at all?
I do. I'm a Mavs fan.
Okay.
I definitely am. I'm a homer for all the Dallas teams.
Good. Well, you said you grew up in the area, right?
Yes.
So were you a fan of the Mavs back when they were horrible?
I was.
Okay.
I was.
That now, tried and true. You deserve these good seasons. All right.
I don't know how we go here. From the bottom.
I usually just go from the top because then you got all your base, and then your bigger hits are usually near the end. All right, ladies first.
All right. First, we've got a Christian Wood from the Houston Rockets, just a base.
You want that?
5 out of 10.
Perfect. Got Paul George out of 35. That's our base.
All right, and then I've got a, I don't know how to pronounce it, Day'Ron Sharp, Brooklyn Nets.
Sounds good.
At 99.
Don't worry, I butcher everyone's name, so it doesn't get any worse than me. This is Josh Christopher out of 99, a rookie.
And then my rookie is Jalen Green out of 99, the Rockets.
Jalen Green, that's nice.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Kemba Walker from the Knicks out of 99.
Speaking of the Mavs, Jalen Brunson had a phenomenal playoff.
Yes, he did.
This year for the Mavs.
Your first mem card. All right, and I have Triple J, Jaren Jackson Jr. This is the box office insert.
All right, got Jamal Crawford Jumbo patch out of 99.
Kevin Love, 0-1 out of 99. In NFT world, that's a big deal. First minted. Do you do anything with NFTs?
I'm not gonna lie, NFTs are way over my head.
It's not.
So no, I am not well versed in that area.
Well, it's not over your head, but it might be something you haven't delved into. But it's kind of interesting. But it'll make your head blow up for a little while just learning about it. Okay, so something I wanted to talk to you about, and we can keep on going.
Okay.
Talk to me about Kids Crate.
Yes, so Kids Crates, they were born out of this idea of getting young collectors back into the hobby, engaged and interacting. And so I think it was late 2020, our team came together and was trying to think of ideas of what we can offer to kids. And so we came up with the idea of the Kids Crate that would have 3 to 4 different products in the crate that would be, you know, cereal boxes, blaster boxes, mega boxes or fat packs, etc. across all of our sports at Panini. So you could have a basketball, football, baseball, UFC, wrestling, kind of mix it up, and then also provide some Panini branded marketing items, kid-friendly items that you can throw in there as
the
well.
swag.
That they enjoy. So we came up with that idea to offer to kids at an affordable price point. And the first one that we debuted was Series 1 last summer in Chicago at the National.
Okay.
So
I didn't realize Series 1 was only unveiled a year ago. So the whole program's fairly new.
Yeah.
Okay.
Very much so. So we did Series 1 at the National, and we're now on Series 4. It's been in the shops now for a few weeks. So yeah.
Are we able to talk at all about what's potentially in the works for Series 5, or is that something we need to leave for a blog at a later date or a video?
I can give one little detail.
Okay.
We do have a specific chase element for this Series 5, specifically for the National.
Chase element.
I can't go into detail.
It's worth it. It's worth the time.
I can't go into detail as to what it is right now, but it's definitely something different that we've added compared to the other series that we've done. It'll be specifically for the National, so we're excited to do that one. So
I won't give anything about it. I will say this: like the kids' crate is already fun. You've got like 3 or 4 boxes in there for the kids or whoever to open. Obviously, we're gearing this towards kids, but with this, what do we call it? Chase element?
Yeah.
Chase. With these chase elements, we're working out the details on. It just adds a little bit more of that treasure hunt feel to kids' crates. A little something to give back to the young collectors, but I'm sorry we can't tell you everything at this point in time, but it will be worth it, and stay tuned because we'll talk about it more on the blog and on social, and hopefully we'll get Courtney back in when that gets released and we can do a video about it too. But yeah, I'm excited about that. So sorry to interrupt. I wanted to make sure we talked about the kids' crate because I saw it over there. It's like, I forgot to mention that before we start the box break. Okay, so please continue.
All right, so we got a New Wave jersey patch, Jonathan Kuminga.
JK. Yeah, he's a stud. Okay, Akeem Olajuwon. This is out of 99. Noir Icons. So I really think, again, I hate while we're opening Noir, I hate to say it's the second behind anything, but I really do think behind Court Kings, this is the best looking set that we do.
I agree.
Like just from a design standpoint. Okay. Is it your turn? I think it's your turn.
Yeah. All right, first auto is Theo. I don't know how to say his last name. Meldon.
Sounds great. How would you pronounce this gentleman's last name? Okay, I'll take a stab at it. Jordan Nora. I
think the W is silent.
Yeah, I think it's Nora out of 99. Noir Auto. Noir Auto of Nora. No. If you will.
All right. Next one, auto patch of Jared Butler from the Jazz.
Whoa.
Watch out for that one.
I saw that.
Watch out for that one.
Okay. We have Ralph Sampson auto out of 99. Okay.
All right, a private signings, Obi Toppin with the Knicks rookie. It's a nice card. I haven't seen those, I don't think. It's awesome. Oh my gosh, this next one.
That's some heat coming up. Okay. Cameron Thomas of the Nets. I will say about Cam Thomas out of 99, good looking autograph. That's somebody that spends time on their signature. Like that's a great looking signature. That's one thing with this job. I've come to appreciate the athletes that really take their time with a signature and make it look good. As I say, that's their legacy. You know, people are going to be looking at these autographs forever. All right.
Speaking of the playoffs.
Yeah.
Well, even though he's not in this uniform, but the good old Kevin Garnett spotlight signature out of 49.
With the gold Sharpie.
With the gold.
Oh, it's nice. That is
beautiful.
That is a sharp looking card. So I also have a gold signature here. This is a rookie auto, Davion Mitchell out of 99. And man, those gold autos pop on Black background. That's nice. Awesome. Okay. All right, Courtney, before you go, we're almost finished, but I have to ask, because I ask everyone from Panini when I get a chance to talk to them, where do you think the 2018-19, because this would have been, was this before you started?
Yes, right before I started.
Okay. Anyways, it's still a good question for you. 2018-19 Prism Black, Luka Doncic. Where do you think it lies today? Do you think it is in a box or a case in some dusty warehouse? Or do you think it's in some super collector's collection, stored away, they don't have Instagram, they don't care about putting it out publicly, and they're just sitting on it right now?
I don't know, I think it hasn't been opened yet.
Real? Okay, good.
I think it's probably on someone's shelf.
Just collecting dust?
Just, sitting there. I think.
I hope you're right.
Like, I feel like, well, I don't know if they would put it on social media or not, but if they opened it, it would be hard not to want to share that. But with that kind of a card, I don't know if you want to or not.
Yeah, well, I completely follow your logic with that, and I hope and pray that card is in a box somewhere, and some unsuspecting collector is just going to be opening box, maybe treating themselves to an expensive older Prism box, and here it is, lo and behold, the Grail Luka Doncic.
Yeah.
Courtney, thank you for your time.
Appreciate it.
You're awesome. Will you come back and talk to us about Kids Crates Series 5 when they're out?
Absolutely.
Awesome. Okay. Thank you, guys. We'll see you later. All right, Courtney rocks. A lot of good information. And as I teased in that, we're gonna do another follow-up video with Courtney talking about the Kids Crate Series 5, which has the special chase element to it. So hang tight for that. We'll be putting that out on social media. So I got a box left open. 2021 Obsidian football. It's one of my favorite products. I know I say one of my favorite products. I have a lot of favorites, but legitimately Noir and Obsidian and Court Kings are really the products that I just absolutely love. Obsidian, I remember doing a break of the year they came out. I want to say it was either 2020 or 2019, and I was just like, these cards are crazy cool looking. You know, they're very dark. They have, I don't know, it's just a cool design. But I was like, I hope these are well received by everyone else, because I want to see this product stick around. Fortunately, it did, and they've just been improving it every year. So these boxes, there are, let's see how many cards we have. 7 cards per box, 4 autographs or mem cards per box on average. So they're loaded, lots of hits in these. And it's just a fun, quick rip. All right, and we have Obsidian Soccer coming out in a couple weeks too, so if you don't get your full Obsidian fix with football, there's more coming up. All right, so here we go. Dax Milne? I don't know. Poor Dax, butchering his name. He's a rookie. And that is the base. Ooh, nice. Okay, Curtis Martin. This is just a jersey card. All right. Out of 75, this is Levi on, oh boy, on Wazurike. We'll just call him Levi. Here you go, out of 75, first auto. We got a redemption here, so I'm guessing this is for one of our autos. Nick Bolton, rookie autos. Oh, electric etch green. The electric etches are such awesome cards. I wish I could have shown you that. Najee Harris. Oh, wow. Okay, now we're talking. Rookie patch auto out of 40. 2 different patches, both 2 color. That is a nice looking card. All right. Oh my gosh, sweet. Got this gentleman, Odafe. Oh, this may be the worst pronunciation of his name ever. I'm just gonna show his card because I want to get up to this last one. Okay. So we all know Color Blast with the white background. So Obsidian has a black background Color Blast, and we pulled the Stephon Diggs black Color Blast. How awesome is that? I mean, I love a good Color Blast, but the background on a Color Blast is amazing. Very cool. Great way to end that break. Great way to end the episode, guys. Thanks for tuning in. We'll be back next week with episode 43. And with a little luck, we'll have a special interview guest for you. And hopefully Scotty will be back. All right, guys, have a great week.